Hello, little update on my positions and watch list for tomorrow. So we'll start off right away with a new position I took today that I had called out this week on GTHX. It's a swing trade position for me. I like the setup as a bear flag. It's a tight stop, so I'm not really risking much. All my swing trades have pretty small position just because the market is pretty uncertain and there's a lot of volatility. So my swing trades are a lot smaller size than usual. But as you can see, it broke and held under this range intraday. So I will be swinging it, holding it overnight. It's a biotech name as well, so I don't tend to take large positions in them. Next, we got AMD. That's a new position. Broke and held under this bear flag for now. Finding a little bit of support again on the MAs, but of course, CPI numbers coming out tomorrow will be pretty indicative and probably give us direction. But again, small position if I'm swinging it. Tight stop, as you can see, I'm risking about $1 on this trade. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. Semis were also pretty weak today as a sector. A little update on PRVA. I was short around $33. I just got out of it today. Probably should have kept at least some of it on. But yeah, I guess I got a little antsy and didn't follow my rules. Ideally, this can test $21-ish, $20, but all out of it for now. I also got stopped out of SIVB. I was swinging this one short under this bear flag. I got stopped out here because I had moved my stop down. But still a decent trade, booked a decent profit on it, but yeah, unfortunately got stopped out on it. Next, I'm going through the watch list for tomorrow. Some new names I'm adding to the list. Start with CTLT. This one would be as a day trade, not a swing trade. It's in a very tight range here now, and a little 4% range after a big move down. It could just go sideways here, but it could also break above this line or below this line. Ideally, I'd be looking to short this as the stock is weak and the market is weak. Probably wouldn't take this long. So if it breaks under this 41.25 level-ish tomorrow and holds, I'll probably take a short as a day trade on it. Wouldn't be looking for a huge move. Maybe the stock moves down another 6 or 7% intraday. Next, we got FOUR. FOUR. Broke under this range, kind of retesting here. And there's some significant moving averages that it's going to be testing. So far rejected on the 10-day. Yeah, so ideally this again tests a 42.50 area tomorrow and maybe puts in an inverse hammer, something like this candle here, and fails. I'd look for a short on that. Has a decent range that it can move down. It can easily move down 10% to this 36 level if the market is weak tomorrow. Similar to that, we got Rivian. Broke down on this $31 range. I missed the trade today. Didn't really see a good entry on it, so I had skipped on it. But you can see that after hours, it's spiking back up on earnings, back to this $31 level. So we'll see if how it reacts to the $31 level tomorrow. Of course, if the market is strong, I wouldn't look to short it. But you know, if it retests and has weakness, might be looking for a short on that one as well, as a day trade only. Wolf. Pretty weak on the daily after this gap down. I wanted it to retest this $83 area and fail, but you know, we're failing a bit before that. As you can see here, we've already tried to break over the 10-day, and coincidentally, you know, we just closed right on it. Not a great sign for the stock if you're looking to long it. So ideally, I'd short it under the lows of today. So at the open tomorrow, maybe it bounces a little bit, then look to short it under the lows of today. Next, we got Duolingo. Building this little bear flag here with, you know, lower highs. I didn't short it today. I wanted this to fill out a little bit, go a little sideways. It's a bit choppy. Don't love the price action in this stock. But, you know, after it failed this range here, there's no reason why we couldn't see this retest the lows here. So ideally, it pops back into the range and goes sideways a few more days before shorting it. Next, we got CEIX. One of the stronger sectors. Coal had a bit of a weak day today. All the coal names pulled back with the market. You can see it's coming back into the $60 level area where it's been found support recently. And I'm more willing to long this stock than short it, just because of the relative strength and the sector strength. So, maybe tomorrow puts in a little test again of the $60 reversal candle, look for a move higher. If the market is weak, wouldn't be looking for longs. But if CPI numbers come out stronger than expected tomorrow, this could be a candidate for a long trade. CLFD next. This one is what I'll trade as what I call a mean reversion. It's moved down already, 35% in 6 days. In a perfect world, it gaps down to this 200 SMA around $78. I'll even call it $80. If it would gap down here, I'd look for a long setup intraday where it breaks over the opening range highs. When I say opening range highs, I mean the 5 or 15-minute highs of that day. So in this case, it opened here. If it had taken out the highs of that candle, that's what I call the opening range highs. So like I said, ideally it gaps down and then I can take out the opening range highs. Lastly, I'm watching INVX. Don't love this one, probably will skip on it, but it's found support multiple times at this 2870 level. We can call it 2850 level. It's in a tight little range here, moved down after a few days. I'd much prefer to trade this one long as well. So if the market again has some strength tomorrow, I'd look to long this one. Don't really want to short this one as it's had relative strength and there's a lot weaker names I can short instead. So that's the last one I'll be watching for tomorrow. And I'll see what else opportunities were given tomorrow, but that's my main focus list for tomorrow. If you're liking the content, please don't be shy, drop a subscribe, drop a like. See you guys soon.